Alright, here we are back with the Mecha Team Leader by LEGO Fortnite. This is set number 77078, contains 2,503 pieces, retails for $249.99. The set was provided by the LEGO Group for early review. Thank you, LEGO. Well, now it's considered a average review because I'm not done with it yet, but yeah, this is what we've done so far, and I'm sick of this set. I took a day off, so today is the 1st of August 2025. Yeah, so August. And it's like in the 80s today outside, which is really nice. But what are we doing? This. But today I'm off, so I could work on it. And you can see this thing's kind of jiggly. I'm not trying to move this thing around too much. And today we're going to be focusing on bags 17 and 18 in this installment. And first off, I'm going to give a forewarning because I read ahead. 17 involves moving the camera around a lot. So if you get motion sickness, this is probably not the scene to see here. Bag 18 is a mirror, and bag 19 I found out is the head. So, my goal today is to finish up both installments, get the review done, and out of here. I'm tired of looking at this thing. You shouldn't feel like that about a set, but this was an item from the Island of Misfit Toys that should have stayed there. And yeah, maybe I've been watching too much Rudolph, huh? So today we're going to be focused on bag 17, 18. We'll see how that goes. Okay, let's begin. Let's build it with bag 17. So, like I had said, I'm going to be moving the camera around a lot today because we're going to be going back up and down. So, it's a lot of work. We haven't hit any of the stickers yet. So, I don't know if that's good or not. And my nephew caught his flight this morning at 5 a.m. So, I'm riding on just a few hours of sleep here. And yeah, I'm already getting an earful on that, but you know, what can I do? Yeah, pink hoods. I can use those. But this set here is so big. Let me keep this right in the center of the camera. So things are going to be a little cluttered on here. I'm just going to be honest, I'm sick and tired of looking at this behemoth. I really am. There's a set that I want to work on. I can't because, oh, LEGO, you got to engineer these smaller bags better. I just want to get on with my life and do something else other than this silly thing, but yeah, you can tell what kind of mood I'm in. I'm tired today, but like I said, about 4.5, 5 hours of sleep will do it for you. So I will be taking a nap. So I'm kind of out of it right now. I just want to get this one done. I'm going to do this one, maybe take a nap, come back and do 19 in the review. Review is going to be very easy. So it looks like we're building some accessories that go on the front of this. It's more stuff that's going to fall off. I think what I'm going to do is I could build them all and we can attach them later. But yeah, if you look at the part colors, this is yeah, this is not too I'm kind of not I mean, the pink doesn't look too bad. Oh, this one's actually printed. Oh, LEGO, what a waste of a good hood piece too. Well, but at least it comes with 4 of these. You know, I was looking for a set of pink hoods. Well, looks like I got double. So today we're going to be finishing this thing up and getting it out of here. And I'm not in the mood to work on this one today. But if I don't, I'm never going to get on to finishing this up and moving to something better. So this is one of those sets like I had mentioned. This is something that I could have lived without, but it's here. We're going to have to do it today, and we'll go on to something else. So now everything's been released technically by LEGO, and I can talk about it. So there's a 3-in-1 set that they sent me, the retro telephone, where it's got like old flip phones and stuff, just retro tech. And I cannot wait to get to... I don't know if that's the right color or not. We'll put it on there. But I can't wait to get to the to that set. Or it could be coral. I bet this is coral, not this color. They got too many colors in here. And the building guide can be a bit tricky to follow. I've noticed more and more. This set is just bad. But back to the retro telephone. I think you guys and gals are going to like that set. Especially for those of us who've used rotary phones, flip phones, car phones. That's how old I am. I've used all that stuff. I've even used an iPhone, believe it or not, huh? But my goal is today is to get this done and move on. You know, get it done. Like literally get this out of here. And then tomorrow we'll start the retro phone. I think that'd be kind of cool. These right here are good for the back of sports cars. This one's in red. So if you're looking for something that's big and massive and hideous and you want to waste your money on, here you go. I'm just not in the mood to do this thing today. There's literally no room up here. I like the small sets, but LEGO keeps like, hey, we're going to send you more big sets because that's what everybody else wants. And for me, I'm like, send me the small stuff. I'm not picky, but this thing here I'm picky on. But I know some people are tired of hearing me complain about it, but I mean, what can I do now? It's here, and we're stuck with it. So if yours looks like dark pink, it's supposed to be coral. Just be careful with the colors. See, this is starting to fall apart. This is starting to fall apart. So, yeah. Now, it's asking me to put this on here, right on this side. We got to make another one of these in a different color. So I'm going to hang on to that for right now, just to minimize the camera bouncing around. See, it's the same thing, pretty much. So we're just going to do this right now. So bag 17 is going to be a turd. And once we get the turd out of the way, we'll be fine. But I cannot wait to get to the creator sets. They're more generic. It's just some average build. Not this, where I'm hunting for little... I'm literally putting together just little parts. And I really want to get into something that has more commentary. You know, like this is... You know, some people say, well, you're just out of your comfort zone. Yeah, this is out of my comfort zone, like way out of it. Way out of it, so... And my goal is, like I said, is to get this thing reviewed tonight. So it's gone. And I'm hoping I'm getting everything in frame. Hope I'm recording. Yes, I am. I see a bunch of red lights on the camera. That's always good. So, full battery. Well, now it's at 75. That's not bad, but no. At this point now, we just want to get it done. So when I do the review, that's it. I'm just going to be honest with this one and just say, hey, it was not fun to build at all. At the beginning, I thought, well, this is not going to be too bad. This is bad. I can't wait to read the comments on this video, or just on this series in general, just to see what everybody says about it. Especially when things are just moving around here. And that's what these are. So they're duplicates. Now, could I build the whole bag? I probably could. Now, it's asking me to put this on here. Well, there's another section here. You can see it's telling me to put these on right here. Okay. But there's another section we got to put on the rear or the front. So let's just kind of build up to that point. We'll work on the lower torso area and just kind of get this done here. Okay, so now we're, sorry about that, I had to step away. So now we're working on the mid-torso parts. So like I said, if you're looking for something fun, it just depends on your whole thing. But at the end of the day, though, I'm grading on build experience, or mostly just build quality. Is it a collaborative build? This one's obviously, sadly, not for as big as it is. So if you're looking for something to build with the family, this is not really it. I wonder if I should just build all the accessories and just go back and just put it all back on there. I may just do that. And just index it, putting it together. I think we're just going to split it very small. Oh, in addition, I have been sorting parts. And it's amazing when you start sorting parts, as I've been parting out a bunch of sets. I found some really good parts to build some mocks. I know some of you have been asking about the bigger houses and stuff. I may do that. It's just finding the time to do it. And I've had some that say, well, Jay, this is your job. This is not my job. This is just a hobby. That's just gotten a little carried away. Too many Lego sets here to go through. I'm like, doesn't Lego run out of stuff? There's so much people can buy now. And yeah, today the tariffs hit real hard in the States. So now the penny pinching begins. And if there's something I want and I need it, it better be a 100% absolute emergency, because I will not buy it. Now, I'm looking for some more memory cards for my camera, but the same thing I bought for about 40 bucks now is like $100. It's not worth it. So I'm just juggling. I don't think I have any of those in dark pink. Oh, okay, this goes here. Yeah, you could tell I just don't really care on this set. See, things are just brittle. They're falling apart. Maybe I just want to hurry up and get this thing done here, because I'm tired of looking at this smurfing thing. Let's see here. Okay, so the next part will be the front part, but we're not going to do that. We're going to change angles real quick. We're going to get this on here right now. So now we're attaching the accessories. This thing is just grotesquely big. It's heavy, it's big, and it's impossible to move here. And I see where these go, but which way do they face? So it looks like the ribbed part goes upwards. Okay, I need to move the arm here to show you, and I'm kind of scared to move these. Okay, I'm trying to rotate it where you can see what I'm doing here. Lego, when you make this stuff this big, yes, the kids go ooh and all over it, but it's just massive to move. Here's these clips right here, right above this. You see those right there? That's where this goes. So we're going to snap that in there. That's where this part here goes. So, and I'm sorry if my hands are covering it, I have to see. Okay, that's not bad, but we got to do this again here. Now I can't, you probably have a better view of it than I do. So this one here goes here. I can't see it, but obviously it went in, it snapped. And then the rear thing that we just finished, I think that's where it goes. Yeah. To cover its rear end, I don't know which way is the rear end. I guess this is it. Okay, it looks like it goes there. Let me doubly check here. Yes, that's where it goes. So this just goes right here. Making sure you can see it. And then, so it's not too bad, but yeah, this is, I guess it's got a tail too. And we still have a long ways to go before we can even call this one done today. And yeah, this thing feels like it's ready to, fall. I don't know. I wonder if this thing's even leaning here. Let's see here. Yeah. this thing here is actually leaning. So his legs are leaning. Maybe I'm going to need to rotate these back a bit. Okay, I got one rotated. I'm just grabbing in here and just being very careful. Alright, I think that's more than enough. Okay, that's a little more better. Just make sure yours is with its shoulders back. Okay, now we're going to proceed back down here again. And what we're doing is we're going to be working on this front area on this thing. Alright, so I don't know what it is. This bag here may take us about an hour. I don't know how I'm going to split this up. Or just, the only way to get through this is just to plow through it. Okay. Jay, can you get to something more exciting, please? I wish I could, you know. Let's get these hoods over here. I'm tired of tripping over them. I wish I can get to something more fun than this, but I don't want to open up too many sets. I know some people actually do that. They'll just unbag it. They'll unbag 3 or 4 reviews and do them exactly at the same time. The problem with that is I will lose track of where I'm at on a lot of things. So I try not to do that. And just to get one done, right now this is the only set. Right now I just got done proofing. No, I'm still proofing the cat birthday party. So I'm still working on that. And that's it. This is the only set that I'm editing right now. This is the 9th installment, build installment of this. Like, this is the only set, other than just finishing up the leftovers. So, yeah, I'll be snagging hood pieces out of this. Especially for you guys who like pink cars. Are we building 2 or just 1? You know what? Hold on. Okay, that's the front chest plate. Let me make sure here before I do something. Okay, yeah. Just making sure. And now it's a lot of little parts. And I'm going to be honest with you, this is a lot to lose interest in if you're not in. I'm going to tell you, if you're getting this set for your child, they would have to be 100% interested into this before I would invest money into it. And now we need sticker number 3, which is that, just a triangle. I would have just bricked that in there. And yeah, we haven't put a sticker on in so long now, I kind of forgot. And I think I got that sideways. Doesn't really show you, but there it is. And then we're not done with that yet. I forgot to put the stuff down here. I'm just tired of looking at mechs. Every year it's like I get 2 or 3 of these things and I'm like, oh, it's like having your vegetables. The telephone is the dessert. That's got a lot of commentary. Here it's dried out. This is just doing a set that's got multiple build installments and it takes forever to finish up. I lose interest. So if you have ADHD and you just cannot focus on a large build, you may want to get this one and split it down into very small portions and take your time. Just take your time on it. And now we have to put stickers on these inverted pieces here, which is stickers 6 and 7. So we're going to start with 6 right here. And yeah, it's stickered. At least there's not a lot of stickers. At least this set has that going for it. Okay. And then this guy here, you rotate it around and you shove these in here. So 6 goes on the left and 7 goes on the right. Except these don't want to go down all the way. But I'll be ripping that off when I'm done with this. And we still got a few more stickers left, so we're not done yet. Okay. So it should look like that. And we need some inverted slopes. Oh, they're these things. Yeah, I can't wait to get this out of here tonight. I edited a tutorial the other day. It's up on YouTube. So by the end of this weekend I'll have it released to my memberships, but I'm going to tell you right now, I'm leaning towards making an alternative to that. So you may not see that if you're not on my memberships. This vehicle tutorial may not be released until 2030 or 2031. So yeah, that's what I'm going to be doing pretty much there. Okay, so it looks like this goes on the front. But there's another part that we put on here. So we're going to do that part here. Okay, sorry about that. Like I said, this one's not very friendly. Not friendly at all. It's just a lot of little pieces. I'm just trying to condense down bouncing the camera so many times. But I've lost interest in this probably around bag 3 or 4. And now I'm just kind of just going through this and just surviving at this point. And so if you just like me, yeah. But anyways, though, I got a tutorial filmed. I got a few more ideas that I want to do for cars. The travel trailer, I keep saying I'm going to start it, so I don't know when I'm going to start that one. I'd like to get it going so I can get it from YouTube members as quickly as I can. So hopefully this week, and my goal is to start it after I get done with this. All right. Yeah, this is not a fun one to build today. But I'm just being honest with you. This set is just boring. It's dragged out for. This is really a dragged out, bland build. It's colorful at least. I'm not gonna. At least it's got that going for it. But I know some people are tired of hearing me say it, but it's boring. At this point, I'm just getting it built so I can get it out of here. I think there's only a handful of sets LEGO's ever sent me that I feel like this. But this is one of them here. Okay. And then another Technic brick here. Yeah, I'm ready for fall. Tired of it being hot and boring. Okay. All right, so now we need to turn our attention back to the main model again. That's where we're going to be working at, right in this hole here. So let me kind of go back. And my goal is, okay, I see how that goes together. These pieces that have been floating around here, this is where they attach to. But how? Let's take a look here. It shows a bunch of hinges. Did I skip something on that? Please say I didn't. They show some going down here. Oh, okay, I'm looking at this. And that... Okay, yeah, you got a lot of stuff you got to put on here. We're not done with this yet. So this goes in here when you're done building it. And I'm sorry if anybody's getting confused. But, you know, that's just how it is here. They don't tell you what pieces you need in here. So you got them in between those slopes there. And it doesn't show you the sub-steps to build that. Okay, they skipped a whole bunch of blank here. I'm not even going to cuss. Okay, so you stick this in here. They left a bunch of parts out. This, okay, Lego, I'm going to give this set a flat out 5 because you are at this point missing steps. I'm going to show you right here. They don't even have them highlighted. I was confused here. How does this get attached with this? See these pieces right here? Okay, see these? You got to put these in there, but look, you got this, looks like a dark purple. We got to put those in there in that 1x4 plate. They left it out. I'll show you. Here's the page before it. Unless I'm being a bonehead. But here's 526. That's where it stops there. Right there. See that? And then it jumps to here to 527. Okay. And it doesn't even show those parts. They left out a whole step. Flat out 5. That's a fail, Lego, because if I have to sit here and interpret what you're doing at this point, it fails. And what goes in there at this point? Because I can't see that. What is that? It shows something purple on this plate, but I don't see anything purple there. It's like I'm missing some 1x2s or 1x1s. I got these in gray, but they show them in, unless it's these. I bet these are supposed to go in here. So let me pop this out here and I'll show you. These are supposed to go here. I know there's going to be a lot of people asking about this. And then these go on the, you put that in there and you put these on the top. So you put this back in here, and I can't show you any better. As a matter of fact, even I have to stand up. But you can see right there with those. And these inverted pieces go here. I'm going to tell you, I rarely ever fail sets. Anything now at this point now is all fair game. Because this thing's already bad as it is. And just to not include steps or parts that you need, if I have to stop and go back and it's not a mistake that I made, that's very, that's not very Smurfy. And don't forget to put this right behind the slopes. You'll see it back there. I'll pick it up and I'll show you what it should look like here. See that right there? That's what yours is supposed to look like. And then you close this up. Okay, it failed. Why do I bother finishing at this point? It's just because that's how they designed this. We've already probably been spending about 30 minutes on this and we haven't gotten anywhere just because of the really bad penmanship of the building guide. And then this thing here goes here somewhere. Okay, this goes at the very top. Maybe I can go a little higher here. Okay, this goes here. Should fit right in there. It does. And then you're going to have to press down, but I'm going to put my hand right in its crotch. I know that sounds sick, but that's how it is. I'm going to swing this forward. Really kind of get that in there. All right. And if you think you're done, no, you're not. Maybe I should make this one here just one build here in itself, because you put these at the very back here, wrap around those bricks. Yeah, so at least now I see why people watch this channel, because even I would have gotten lost. I had to look at that twice and thinking, are we missing something here? So if you're building yours, you have a bunch of stuff. Now I could go into the ambassador thing and say, hey, you guys forgot a bunch of steps. That's not my job. That's not my job to do that. I'm here to review the set. Like if I were to buy it from the store, I'm not going to just, I don't want to do their paperwork for them. If they make a mistake, that's on them. Not to sound lazy. And yeah, so if you have problems with putting yours together, you're not alone. Just really read ahead. when I start seeing, this is not the first time I've seen this happen, especially in this building guide. This is more like a prototype, a rough draft. So it looks like now we're just piecing parts here at the top. So yeah, if you're running into issues, so am I. That's just, you're just going to have to read that here. And then this goes, okay, it goes back behind here on these clips, on those brackets, right on the back side, right up there. All right. And back down here. See what I mean? We're bouncing the camera around too many times. It's I'm tired of doing these stupid silly skyscraper builds, but we're stuck with it today. But we're almost there. Not a whole lot left. And the next bag is just mirrors. So just open it up and build a mirror. It's not that hard. Why couldn't this whole thing be printed? I don't know. So yeah, if you're one of those guys or gals who's on vacation right now watching these, or you're keeping your kids entertained, yeah, this is not an entertaining build. But out here, school starts in a week. So imagine if you're one of the unlucky kids that's got to go back to school. Yeah, we all have to. I mean, imagine being an adult and you have to work all the time. Not fun. You have to save days off and all that stuff. But or unless you just have a family like mine who don't like doing anything, then you're just kind of stuck with it. So yeah, at least now, no, I made a mistake here. Did I do that, or is that what LEGO did here? Hold on. Well, that's how it would go on there. Oh, I see. I put the hood in the wrong place. I just want to get, I think as I'm also tired, but I'm literally sick and tired of this stupid set. It's already got a failed grade. I mean, how much worse can it get? Yeah, so I think now on, if there's mistakes in building guides, because I've been seeing this a lot lately, I'm going to flat out start failing sets. Say, hey, the instructions you have to really read ahead. You're going to have to really interpret. For 18 plus, you should still see what parts you're using. I do on mine. And I'm an amateur building guide designer that I design my own building guides. If I can't follow my own build, I don't expect you to. So I always make sure. There we go. Got a pink hood there. Flip it back over again. But the set's got a lot of unique parts and oddball colors, except for the grays. But a lot of this stuff, though, I can see being used for something else. And we got to put more in here. Wow. Heck, it may take me an hour to do just bag 17 because we're just doing nothing but little stuff at this point. Oh, there's another one. But they had him listed as, oh, because of that stupid heart. All right, well, while it's fresh in my mind, let's build the other one before we put that on the back. Yeah, I'm kind of, this thing doesn't even deserve a heart. It doesn't even deserve the grade F. That's how bad it is. Yeah, I'm not having fun. This set is so boring. It's not fun. It's not fun. It's they're missing steps. It's time consuming. It's taken me about a week to build this, because I have a life other than this stuff, and I have blown off so many other projects because of it. Still got a few of these here. This goes here. So where do those extra plates come from? I must have forgot them somewhere, I think, or these are just spares. when they... Okay, now let's go and put these on the back here. And this is what we have remaining here for bag 17. At least we got through that misery. And then now we need to focus our attention right here. The one with the heart goes here. Putting these on here is going to be very brisk. I'm going to hold right on the back and just really give this guy some support. And then I'm just going to pop this in. I'm going to bring that down. Four and a half it is. We're dropping the score on this baby like it's nothing. What a smurf. For those out there, I'm at least keeping it considerate for the parents who watch this with their kids. Okay, Lego, I can't get this on here. I'm ripping this off. I'm going to do it like this. This would be a lot better. Put them on like that. That's how we're supposed to. And then I'm going to stick this on here. This is a lot easier than what Lego was asking us to do. And then these are supposed to bend. Looks like it's wearing a bra. And this should close up. Like that. But shows this underneath. Alright, so it's like that. A chest plate. And that's it for bag 17. Yeah, that wasn't too fun at all. Okay, now we're back down here to bag 18, and it's not too bad. I already read ahead, so it's like a mirror. So let's move that out of the way. Got just 2 stickers left. Hey, just think, you only got 2 more bags we're going to have to build. 4 and a half. Just due to carelessness here. Parts are falling off. Hey, at least I'm not gonna run to my main channel and tell you this is the most awesome set I've ever seen. You seen those guys with those weird thumbnails? Like, wow, look how amazing this thing is. Yeah, you want to see my face? You can see how disgusted I am. Jay, it's not that bad. Yes, it is bad. Oh, bag 18. We're still not done with the main thing. Okay, I'd love to start saying some bad words right now. Back up to here we go. I didn't even see that part at the beginning. So we're just doing a little step back here, then we're starting with the other main one. And it's all small parts. So now we got to focus our attention back here. I'm really just disgusted with this stupid thing. We got to build 2 of these. Alright, let's see if we can start finding small parts. At least it's mostly pink. You really can't see what I'm doing, but I'll bring it up here and show you what we're building here. So we're building 2 of these right here. And I know somebody's going to complain about me complaining in these, but yeah, this is just a shelf queen. You know what? This wouldn't be too bad if you were going to play with this. I think I'd rather deal with the scratched pieces. So we got to build 2 of these things. Okay, so we're going to have to do that again. I thought we were starting the side things. No. We're doing the lip. This should have been in the last bag. Lego, this is probably one of the most sloppiest made sets I've ever seen. And then doing this, I'd say this is probably in the top 5. Matter of fact, I should just do a top 5 of the most worst Lego sets I've ever built in my life. I think that'd be kind of a cool video. Which ones Jay hates the most? I could tell you a bunch of sets I enjoyed. First, I got to find a slope. We got too much pink. I don't have any of those in that color, unfortunately. Oh, goodness. I'll start sorting out parts. Some are going to say, Jay, you need to chill out. No, I need to take this thing and just throw it. I'd love to throw it across the room. Throw it across, just throw it across the yard, just be done. I know this video is going to be full of negative vibes and stuff, but this is one here. I can't wait to get to the phones. No, what are we doing? We're not making a phone call. We're building some futuristic thing that doesn't exist. Okay. I have been interrupted also by building this. This is why you notice I have to step away from most of the time. So these go here like that. So we had to stop what we're doing before we could start the next big step and put those. Why couldn't these be in the last bag while we were doing all the small stuff? I think what they were doing was trying to make this thing as big as they possibly can. That's exactly what LEGO was trying to do here. Okay, now we're supposed to be back down to here. I'm used to building small builds, but I mean, I did the train. What was the other one that I had to do? That big castle. Remember that big Lion Knight's castle? Remember that one? That one was real fun. That had a lot of parts. Okay, so we're going to build that in a mirror. Already looked ahead in the books, so we don't have to worry. So it's not just big sets, it just depends on how interesting they are. And oh, I need these in pink. Here they are. This probably got 8 of them. So far there's 4. But remember, we're going to mirror them. If not, then I'll have to order more. No, there's 5. Jay, you're going to part. I'm going to tell you guys right now, I'm parting this set out. It's gone. When I'm done, I'm done. LEGO, we could have used a 1x6 in here. Yeah. So this is not meant for even for adults. This is meant to be. You buy it, just toss it in your parts bin. Just toss it in there and be done with it. Wait a minute. Hold on. Okay, I'm doing that right. Alright, we could have just used a 1x6. I need 2 more of those for a build. Yeah. Direct to parts bin when I'm done. What's that mean? I don't display it. It just, when I'm done, chuck it in the bin and walk away from it. Alright, so we got to make 2 of these now. So my apologies if this video is very negative for sensitive ears, but there's just some sets that I just don't like. This one here I did not want at the beginning. I'll give it a whirl. You think it looks bad on the box, wait till you start building it. Okay, so now we need to build. Now, here's the deal. If you're going to get into this, don't do what I'm doing if you don't feel comfortable with doing what I'm doing. I'm just doing this for brevitivity of the build, because I don't want to be here all day working on this. So that's why you notice right now I'm building mirrors. The one that's on this side is the one I'm copying from the book. The other one is its reflection. So right now, that's what I'm doing. So I'm looking over my shoulder constantly. I cannot wait to get this out of here. So we're almost there. We're getting there. I don't have any interesting stories to tell today. Just except for the rants. Some of you like my rants. May I have to make a rant channel. I'm just the horrible. Matter of fact, there was another YouTuber that was so mad at LEGO, they even demanded LEGO to give him a formal apology. Now I see why. Because this is not a. This set here was not planned very well. I think they were just on a deadline getting this one done. And they were just like, hey, let's half bake it. Because I'm sure the kids want to build this, right? And I'm sure there's going to be a kid out there who's going to adore this set. I'm sure there's somebody out there who's watching this that's going to be disgusted with my 4.5 score so far. But I call them as I see them. You know, this is bad. Yeah, not a fun one here. But we're surviving though. Okay. And before I forget everyone for who have been putting up with my nonsense, I want to thank everyone on my main channel for being contributors. I appreciate that. That's always a cool thing because it helps me not have to do any more of these weird sets. I want to thank my Patreon supporters for sticking around and making requests and leaving comments. That's always cool. As well as my Rebrickable customers. I got more guides, I promise. I got this turd in the way, so we're going to have to get this guy done in order to do that. But I want to thank you all for being patient with me and asking requests. If you see something you want on my main channel into a building guide, let me know and I'll see if I can fulfill it, but I cannot make any guarantees because I am behind on reviews. And thank you to my my subscribers, commenters. If you like the video, feel free to thumbs it up, or if you just don't think this style is for you or the way I do things, you know, I'll understand. My rant fest are not meant for everybody. But I'm a realist. I at least tell you up front. I don't lie to you. I don't sugarcoat these. I just tell it to you straight. You know, I'm a straight shooter when it comes to this. And this is not a fun one today. Not a fun one at all. And I will be right back. Okay, sorry about that. And okay, we left off here. So my intent today is to get this one done. I'm going to see if I can do a tutorial later on, but I think today I'm just going to focus on this set here solely. Get it done, get it out of here, and move on to something better. And yeah, so for some of the parts out of this set, I already got some ideas that I want to use these parts for. I wish I can share them with you, but competition. But if I could, some of you will get a kick out of some of the stuff I want to build. Okay, but I can't tell you. But we'll leave it as a surprise. Don't you like surprises? Like a birthday party or Christmas gift. You're surprised when you get it. So right now we're just doing the disappointment and getting it out of the way. Okay. I don't think I have any of these slopes in this color, which is cool. Or these lattice pieces for that matter. So this set's, in this set, the only thing it has going for it right now is the oddball parts. And maybe the collector appeal factor. But I'm going to be honest. This is going to be a direct to junk box when I'm done. Yeah, I was. I meant this goes the other way. I was talking to my nephew's buddy that was here the other day, and let's do it like that. It's much better. And we were talking about cars. I mean, he bought his very first car, and it was like $3,500 for a Chevy Silverado, which you really can't beat, except his has a bunch of problems. He's trying to get working on it. And there's some that I know that have never had a junk car before, and my very first car was only a few $100. And we were just talking about, he goes, yeah, it's kind of cool, you know, if I have my own car, it's just a lot of responsibilities. And him and I both agree on one thing. He's only 19. We're not ready to grow up yet. I said, dude, I'm I'm getting up there in age and I don't even want to grow up. I said, who wants to get up and work all the time and be bored? You know, and he even agreed with me there. It's like, yeah, what am I doing here? Okay, this is supposed to hang over. My bad. So we were talking about that. And he's telling me about his girlfriend always. Boy, that's really not even in there very well. That's what they want. He was telling me about his girlfriend and how she gets kind of angry with him and stuff. I'm thinking, well, that's usually how it goes. Wait till you get married. He's not even thinking about that right now. I'm thinking, good. Because even my girlfriend and I were not ready yet. Maybe one day. But we both agree. Oh, these come in a pink. They come in pink. Okay, very handy. So yes, there is a few pieces in this set. Actually, there's a good chunk in the set that I'm going to use for my own custom builds. And yeah, you know, I wish I could give this thing away. It wouldn't bother me, but sorry, folks. I need the parts out of it. I've tortured my hands long enough. I have to rip this one apart. This one's going to go in the... Instead of the recycle bin, I call it the parts bin. The parts bin is nothing more than just being a container that I store this stuff before I part it out. No, this one's going right in the bin. It's going to be torn apart right when I get done with editing the reviews and stuff. Make sure everything is done. I probably won't even be able to part this one out for at least probably about another 2 weeks. Alright, so it'd be a while before I even get to it. Today I'm hoping I can start working on part 1 of this, and I'm going to slowly publish the series installments. There will be some breaks in here, so if you're watching this, you'll notice some breaks in the video installments. That's just because the set is just so big, I can't fit it in a normal time slot. So, yeah. Yeah, I found out my mother doesn't like my hair too short like this. Girlfriend doesn't mind. She thinks it makes me look a little more mature in the face. I don't know, but my mom's like, you could have left it a little longer. So I found out she doesn't like it too much. She doesn't want to be seen. I'm like, it could be worse. I can come home with a mohawk. But if anybody's ever, if you're in school, you know, there's some kids out here rocking that mohawk, like young kids. We're talking like preschoolers. And I only knew of one kid back in grade school that had a mohawk. And I got plenty of these, but where's the other ones? But he had a mohawk, and I remember... Oh, wait a minute, I'm putting that in the wrong spot. I asked my parents about it, like, oh no, you don't want that. And it was forbidden. I had the whole, you know, not the bowl cut, but just a regular boy's haircut. I didn't get till I was junior high before I grew it out and got curtains. But what's with all these backwards ones, Lego? Like, seriously. So I finally got the curtains, and the girls like that stuff for some reason. But, yeah. Oh my goodness, we're still adding detail to this ugly thing. But there was a meme somebody had posted and said, this is men's makeup, which is our hair, which is true. Now, at my age, I don't care too much. It's more of a nuisance. I see why some guys shave it bald. But I'm not cutting mine off. I've had it bald before, but wasn't by choice. And no, my parents did not force me. Long story with that one, but... I've learned no. As long as I have it on the top of the head, I don't care. But anyways, though, back to the set. We're just about done. I don't want to make this a 2 or 3 hour installment. So I think I'm going to do this the head and the last one. I may just do it all in one sitting, just in different installments. Because we're literally just piecing stuff together. Literally we're just piecing. We're just piecing. I haven't done anything. So the whole thing is we're just piecing things together here. I mean, we don't have any 2x3s. I know they exist in this color. What are we doing? We're piecing it together. And I'm literally talking about piecing together here. I only have 2 of these though, but I have 2 tiles. Does one have a tile on the other end? Let's take a look. Are they actually mirrors, or did I make a boo-boo somewhere? So I'm looking for tiles. I'm making sure here. I'm so confused. I'm so confused, and I'm so disgusted. Well, they both are mirrors, but where does the tile come in? Have they packed in the wrong parts in here? Because I have not seen tiles in here. Let me go back to step 1. Now with them forgetting steps, I'm kind of worried now. There's something could be missing. They could have packed the wrong parts in here. I still don't see any 1x2 tiles. They show these, but I have these. Where did these come from? We don't need these. Unless they were on the back of this thing. Sorry if you can't see it. Like I said, I'm disgusted. Yeah, I think these are supposed to be tiles. Yeah. But I want to check and make sure. I thought maybe they were the right ones, but apparently not. But I want to make sure. Because if they really messed this up, and I thought it said plates, just to add a little bit more roundness to it. Is that my mistake or their mistake? We'll find out here in a second. I've already found a bunch of errors in this book, so I'm already getting kind of frustrated with it as it is. Let's see here. Yeah, those were tiles. Okay, that was my mistake. Let me get back here. Okay. See, I make mistakes. At least I'm man enough to admit to it. But I think I'm just tired. And in addition to being tired, I'm doing this. Alright, let me put these in here. Okay. And here we go. We're almost done here. We just got... Okay, I'm about fed up with this. The memory card ran out. Am I ever going to get this done? Okay, so I put these on here. I don't know how much got recorded. So we did this here, and we're putting these here. All I had left was probably about another 2 minutes just to put that on. I'm fed up with this thing, and this is what we have remaining for bag 18. I can't wait. This has been dragging on way too long. So that means this is going to be over an hour, just this installment. Okay, now how do these go on here? Alright. So these are kind of bent, so I would pre-bend these real quick. Okay, like that. And then let's get back up to here. So I don't know how much this thing recorded though, but it just beeped and said, oh, your memory card's been full. Even the camera's getting disgusted. This thing feels like it's ready to break off. Alright. It's still jiggly. I mean. Okay. So these go in here. Make sure I put these on right. They go right in these ball joints here, or these sockets. So we'll plug that in there, and I'm going to be very careful. So I think it's supposed to be like that. I think I got them right. How many clicks where it looks like that? That should, hopefully that'll help you out. Okay. Maybe it just doesn't sit straight. Alright, yeah, I guess it is. You hear it click, blah, blah, blah. Okay, going through the book. Yeah, not too bad at all. Not too bad. We got that out of the way finally. And that's it. That's what it is. And this is the blown out view of this disgusting behemoth. Yeah, I hate this set with a passion. If you're getting this for yourself, build it very slow. But that's what we've done. Well, okay, let's jump into Summation of Thoughts. And I am not pleased with this. We found errors in the building guide. Coral and this pink look almost the same to me. It's just, it's a miserable mess. And I'm absolutely just not interested at this point finishing it up. I only got one more bag than the review that's not too terribly bad. I'm going to finish it up in one sitting. I'm not going to do it in this installment. I'm going to spare you the pain. This looks like we got to put together the head in the last one. So it looks like we got the light at the end of the tunnel. I'm making sure that that's the only thing. This wouldn't have been too bad if it was a collaborative build. And that's it. You put the head on, you put the minifigure inside, and it tells you how to put the swords and stuff in. We still got 2 stickers. Maybe it's its battle scars. But yeah, I'm not pleased with this now. I'm being honest. So that's it. I'm done. I'm going to take a breather, get something to drink because I'm a bit parched, clean up a mess in here. I'm going to come back and I'm nailing this out because I'm tired of looking at it. But tell me what you think.